Good evening, televiewers, and welcome to yet another exciting edition on our program Mountain Echoes. Tonight, we shall be looking at this topic, the role of the family in the right of ordination. The role of the family in the right of ordination. It's no news to us that in the ecclesiastical province of Bamenda, I'm sure from Thursday, Friday, we shall be having ordinations in the various dioceses. For example, in the Diocese of Boya, we shall be having ordinations of 8 of our brothers deacons. Mass will begin at 9 a.m. We shall be having a similar event in the Diocese of Kumba. And we have, I'm sure, back there in Mount Faye and in the Archdiocese of Bamenda and that of Kumbu also. We're celebrating all these the ceremonies of ordination. We thought it's necessary to see the role of the family as far as this sacrament is concerned. We do not forget that it's one of those sacraments also among the 7 sacraments in the church. We have parents, those who've been there. We have those who've been altar servers, those who have been in the major seminary. We have parents with us here who call them upon maybe to share their views, and we wait for your contributions to our parents out there. What is the role of the family, the right of ordinations? We're going to see that. That is why we brought on board. We have Panjikang. Panjikang is a parent and knows much about the sacrament of ordination, what is expected, what they did for him years back, what he has been doing for others, and so on and so forth. Panjikang, good evening and happy Easter.
Thanks very much, Father. Happy Easter to co-panelists and to all our televiewers out there. Happy Easter. Well, many people call me Runaway Father. However, I accept it wholeheartedly. I like to assume this for myself, that I'm a subdeacon, and I'd like to take it wholeheartedly because after doing all the philosophical studies and the divinities, right, with 4-year theology, I think I'm rightfully a subdeacon. I think Father permit me give out. I'm bereaved, and we're all bereaved. I lost my one of my formators, who was my rector of 5 years, Monsignor Engelbert Kofon, who was my rector from 1980 to 1985, and he was equally my supervisor for my baccalaureate, my thesis, BA thesis in philosophy. I worked on the moral law in Bakosi. And being a moral philosophy, being a moralist, he was rightfully my moral philosophy teacher and my moderator. And even though he was the one, through the instrumentality of whom God used to bar the door for me into the priesthood, I still say thank him for everything. He will give me the full stop. So I say, Father, I say my condolences.
Yeah, thank you very much, Panjikang, for that. Well, on Friday, we shall be having the funeral celebrations of Monsignor Kofon in the Archdiocese of Bamenda. He did a lot in the seminary, and he has been a priest in the Archdiocese of Bamenda. We say, eternal rest grant unto him, and God, may God forgive his sins, the early, and grant him a place in the kingdom in heaven. This is Easter. Like we said, we are looking forward to celebrations of ordinations in our various dioceses, and we're looking at the role, the family, the role of the family as far as these the right of ordination is concerned. We equally have Mr. Pate, Dr. Pate, a visit here with us. Mr. Pate, good evening, and God bless you. Thank you for coming too.
Good evening, Father, and good evening to the faithful viewers of Divine Mercy Radio and Television. Good evening, fellow panelists. And I think that the topic for today is just but fitting because it comes at the right time when our dioceses in the whole of Cameroon, the ecclesiastical province of Bamenda, are ordaining new priests. And so it's an opportunity for us to help our viewers understand those who will be laid hands upon on Thursdays and the other days that have been chosen, who they are, what their families are expected to do during, before, and after in peace. The vocations director at the time, Father Celestine Diang, made a statement that I'm sure scared me, and I don't know, it's God's plan, like I always take it, it's God's plan, but I've always been very close to the priest and to priesthood, and I think we'll always support it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Bate. We have Mr. Charles Jumbang also. Good evening and welcome to this very special program.
Good evening, Father. Good evening to fellow panelists. It's a pleasure sharing this great panel with these men of noble profession, people who have a very good history to actually trace. On the contrary, I did not go to seminary, though I've been very close with priests and the rest. And see, today people from my place always ask that, where are you? I hope you went to seminary. Yet, unfortunately, that was not my calling. So us here, sitting here to deliberate on the role of the family in priestly ordination is actually a great opportunity, and I'm very happy to share the panel with all of you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sure there's some key terminologies that we think are necessary that we define, which will stand like a foundation to our topic of today or tonight, so that it will help the viewers and ourselves after ordination. So you have what is the rule of the family before, during, and after ordination. So those are 5 key things that we shall be looking at. We'll begin from firstly, what is the family? Of course, what was the family? We need to know, because there are some persons who do not know what's the family, and then we look at the sacrament of ordinations. When we have
ordination,
yeah,
in the tradition and the history of the church says that it became a religious and liturgical act by which consecration is done and the blessing is done, blessing and consecration. Therefore, it took the role of a sacrament, the sacrament of ordination. Today, ordination, Father, you know better than I do, that it is reserved for as a sacramental act.
yeah,
Among the 7 sacraments of the church.
yeah.
Is one of the sacraments, which is that authority by the bishop. The bishop confers it by laying